Planet Zoo has been rated E10 Plus by the MSRB for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It has been approved for all persons ages 10 and over. This video is brought to you in part by The Night Sheriff by Phil Foglio. Bartholomew Xenonland is protected by the Night Sheriff. Day and night, he's burdened by a witch's curse to be aware of all that live and play within the massive fantasy theme park. Now an attack on the park by a monster hunter who knows far too much threatens everything: the guests, the staff, and the supernaturals who take refuge in the park. The Night Sheriff must scramble to uncover not only the source of the threat, but the secrets of the park of which even he was not aware. If he doesn't, he may be doomed. The park may be doomed. And even the world may be doomed. And that's a lot of doom. Go to Amazon.com for your copy today. Hey kids, this is Jack. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Planet Zoo and the Prairie Haven Zoo Project. What we're doing right now is we're making a habitat for llamas. Now, normally llamas would be one of the animals that I start the zoo with, not this far, deep into it. But the truth is, I had a juvenile llama, and this is, I swear, this is why I made this habitat. I had a juvenile llama in my storage, and you can't trade juveniles out. I wanted to get it removed from my storage, and the only way that could happen is if it was allowed to grow up. Well, while your animals are in storage, they don't age, which means the only way to make it grow up is to actually put it in the zoo. So I went ahead and I made a llama habitat. Now, the habitat fits in, people are coming, it looks good, I'm proud of it, but I'm admitting right here and right now, the reason I made it was because I wanted to get a juvenile llama out of my storage. And I know that's not the best of reasons, but you know what? Sometimes it happens. Anyway, when I made this, when I conceived of it, originally I was thinking about using the chain link fence, but then I went, no. What I'll use is the black mesh, and it'll look good, and I'll add a second layer of fence, and we can put the llamas behind that, and it'll just work out fine, because llamas are such an easy animal to build for. They don't require a lot of hills, they don't, they're fine with humans, so they don't need to hide. You give them a space to sleep, you give them a place to eat, you give them some plants, and they're just fine with it. They're a domesticated animal, so they don't mind being gawked at by humans. Kind of like cows. You put cows in a field and surround them by people, and they'll look at the people and go, okay, I'm just going to sit here and eat my cud. And that's the same way with llamas. So anyway, this was a relatively fast and easy build. It also, I have to admit, it also wasn't one of the fanciest, but I did make it pretty. I made it look good, as I always do. But yeah, I went way basic with this, and I'm not ashamed to say so. And the entire reason was, like I said at the beginning, so I could get rid of an animal. Anyway, I'm going to turn you over to the time lapse. Enjoy the music, enjoy the build, and I will talk to you when we are done. So here we go. This is the finished habitat, or, you know, finished enough. I am adding some details to it here and there still, but they're not important enough to really be included in the video. We did arrive just in time for an educational talk. That's always cool. Like I said in the beginning, this was a habitat of practicality. I wanted to get llamas out of my storage, and so I built it. That said, this is a perfectly fine habitat. It looks good, it serves all the purposes, and it is actually attracting attention of the guests. And, you know, the llamas themselves are happy and living their little llama lives. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you liked what you saw here, please hit that like button. Subscribe, please, if you haven't already. I could use them. Otherwise, I will see you next time. And for those of you who are curious, next time is going to be binturongs. That's a Southeast Asian animal, and I'm going to be putting them in right here. And this animal is by special request of my mother, who is one of my greatest fans. And I think that's just sweet. Anyway, guys, again, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.